Hello, family. Happy Thursday. This is Dr. Kia. It is December the 9th, 2021, and I came with some good news today, just with a brief update. One day I'm going to do this professionally, but right now I am very busy and I'm also raising grandchildren. So I just have to come up here and do something quickly, usually for you on a daily basis, or maybe once a week. But the first thing I wanted to point out was that within the last 10 days, some wonderful things have been happening. And I know I keep saying the system is going to crash. We're going to move to a new system, but we are, family. Please mark my words. Listen, a few days ago, or maybe last week, Barbados announced that they denounced the Queen and they have now become a republic. Do you remember over the years I've been saying 209 countries agreed behind the scenes to get rid of the satanic powers who had their grip on them and who were controlling them, and they agreed behind the scenes to become a republic and also to have their currencies foreign or become sovereign or have full control over their monetary systems. Now, when I was saying that back in 2017, 2018, even 2019, it sounded outlandish and people were calling me crazy. But I conferred with all of us and we agreed that nope, I'm not crazy. So there's that. This is why they hated President Donald Trump, because they understood his assignment and he understood his assignment, which was to take down the New World Order powers and restore sovereignty to these nations. So let me see if I can quickly read that. Where was it? Barbados stopped pledging allegiance to Queen Elizabeth II on Tuesday as it shed another vestige of its colonial past and became a republic for the first time in history. Now, I don't know if it's the first time in history, but they became a republic. That means they're now sovereign. So yay for Barbados. Then a few days later, Zimbabwe announced, covertly though, that they were also sovereign. Now read this note. Zimbabwe is open for business. Who is this? I don't know. Go to zim.gov.zw. Zimbabwe is open for business. This is a call a call by the president to investors and traders of business entities, both global and international, to take up abundant opportunities. I love the word abundant in their country. It's a call to re-engage and mobilize and seeks to mend broken relationships, to pursue a reform agenda that energizes our people and restores hope for a better future for all sections of our population and growth of the economy. So for those of you who are invested in Zimbabwe, whether it be the land, whether it be the Zimbabwe bond, the Zim bond, or the agriculture, hey, it's almost that time. They have covertly announced that they too are sovereign. So there are other countries that are sovereign. Speaking of sovereign, did y'all hear that Florida Governor DeSantis announced that we are creating our own military? There are already 22 states, I've heard, that have their own military. In my humble opinion, or my very strong opinion, having your own military helps to protect you from the federal government and distances you from the federal government, decentralizes you. So people are becoming sovereign. You all listen, mark my words, we're almost there. So Zimbabwe is open for business. Barbados is open for business. Let's see. We all know that the Queen announced that there was an announcement that the Queen was sick, right? So this is good news, because for those who are mourning her, I'm sorry. But the Queen is 95 years old and she has controlled the planet. Some say she's a reptilian. Now, those of us in the know who have military intel will tell you that she probably passed away a long time ago, because she was taken by the military and judged by military tribunals and taken off the planet. But, we'll play along. She's visually sick. And I want you to look up what will happen if the Queen dies, okay? Because they'll tell you about how you will go through a mourning process. But in all actuality, the Queen dying will be like the last hurrah. That's your marker to know that we're all liberated. The planet will have been set free. So what else is going on? Let's see. Reggie Middleton. Reggie Middleton is the creator and founder of DeFi and also also Veritas and some other things. It was a decentralized system of trading. I believe he's from either Nigeria. He might be a Nigerian who's from Jamaica or something like that. But he created these methods of trading that are decentralized methods, I should say. In 2015, he had a U.S. patent, and then the federal government came, shut him down, fined him, caused him all kind of havoc, ridiculed him, made him look crazy. Wikipedia took his information down, because you have to understand, if he is successful, then what will happen is it will be over for the banks. But today he was awarded his patent. Today, December 9th, 2021, he was awarded his patent. Hallelujah. So Veritas will be on the rise again. Those of you who hold that, hey, that's awesome. Congratulations, Brother Reggie Middleton. We're excited for you. All of this is going on right now. And if you looked at the silver and gold markets, prices plummeted. If you look at cryptocurrencies, the prices came down. But listen, be encouraged. There's nothing to really worry about. It's really just an acknowledgement that they're trying to make it look like gold and silver still don't have value. They don't want you to know that their time is up. Also, the Evergrande bond officially defaulted today. The Evergrande bond is that bond that's attached to the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP in China, and the housing market. I told you in my video on I posted it on September 7th. I created it on September the 6th during the Jewish Hebrew Holy Day Festival. And I told you that the Evergrande bond will officially default. Back then, it just said it was in trouble. Now it has officially defaulted. That means that all global markets that are tied to the Evergrande bond will come down. They will crash. All markets will crash, and that's good news for us. At first, it looks bad. Inflation is rising. Gold and silver are plummeting the prices, but the value of gold and silver will increase as inflation increases and interest rates decrease. That's how you know gold and silver values really increase. So pay attention, family. We're almost there. I can probably predict that there will be an announcement within the next few weeks that the Queen has died, and that's your marker that we're set free and we're liberated. This is why they don't like President Donald Trump, but this is why we all love him. We understand the assignment. We know what you're doing, President Trump, and we welcome you back. We're excited, or JFK, or both of you. We'll be happy. So family, be encouraged. I know it looks bad. They came up with this variant called Omicron, but I posted on my Instagram and on my Facebook page at Dr. Kia Pruitt and my Instagram at Empress Kia Pruitt that I posted it months ago that they were going to say an Omicron virus variant was coming out. I posted all the variants that they said were coming out, and some people thought I was nutty then. They said I was lying, but those in the know and those who really support me and do your research, you said you on to something, Dr. Pruitt. So I love you all. Be encouraged. Our time is almost here. 209 countries agreed to this. Soon we will return to the gold standard and 1950s prices. So I know I'm rambling and I'm rushing, but I have to pick up a grandchild from school. Listen, at the end of every empire, the people in power rack up the debt, spend as much credit as they can. During printing times, they print up as much money as they can. That's why we're doing a stimulus, right? One of the reasons anyway. And then they crash the system and you automatically return to sound money, gold and silver. Somebody argued with me and said, dollars is money. And I said, no, dollars, fiat is not money. They didn't understand it and they wanted to argue with me. So I didn't go on further because I don't believe in argument or trying to convince people anymore. Fiat is currency, gold and silver. That's money. I love you all. Look up, research David Morgan. He'll teach you that. Research Mike Mahoney. He'll teach you that. Check out Big Square. He'll tell you about gold that's been hidden in the Grand Canyon, which is, America is really Egypt. That's why we have pyramids here. They don't want you to know, and they don't want people who are classified as Black to know that you are the original Egyptians, the Americans. But the 1828 definition of American was the copper-colored people discovered here by Christopher Columbus, but now applied to the Europeans. So now we're all Americans here. But yes, this is our land, and you will be compensated too. All Americans will be compensated. All humans on the planet will be liberated and compensated for the enslavement in the evil banking system, which will finally collapse. Love you. Gotta go. Goodbye. Have a wonderful, magnificent, abundant weekend. Peace. Dr. Kia signing off. Mwah.